After 5 years, Classroom of the Elite is back. That's right, Peak Fiction has finally returned from the shadows of anime production. Now, as a light novel reader, I'm excited and anxious about this adaptation. Classroom of the Elite has many moving parts, adding to the captivating internal monologues of Aina Koji and his giga-brain master plans that give me cold sweats. Now, I'm already prepared that there will be a few scenes cut out from the anime, but I'm hopeful that they will maintain the artistic integrity of the narrative, like anything about Koenji. He's just absolutely beautiful. He's extremely arrogant, but he's a legend. I freaking love this guy. But in general, I'm still very excited about the big moments that will take place. If they can adapt those situations correctly, this anime can potentially gain a massive audience outside of light novel readers. Most importantly, there will be greater focus targeted on one of the main heroines, Kei Kuroizawa. Kei is up there with Horikita as one of my favorite female characters in the series. Now, don't worry, I won't spoil anything, but once you understand who she is and why she does the things that she does, you can't help but root for her. Her development is executed exceptionally, and I look forward to seeing how it unfolds as the anime progresses. Now, my love for Classroom of the Elite stems from the themes and messages it tackles and displays. Classroom of the Elite is a social commentary on the current socio-economic climate of Japanese society. Every character has their own ideology and value system, and each of the separate classes is broken into factions depicting various political doctrines. To be classified as the quote-unquote elite and stand at the top in order to define the bottom line of the pecking order, you must prove you are dominant. It's Darwinism in the modern age. And then we have Aina Koji, the man with two faces, wearing a nearly impossible mask to remove. He doesn't really care about anything that's going on in the background right now, and that's because he's burdened by his tragic upbringing. It's the result of every factor in his childhood that deprived him of having an emotional mental state and allowed him to arrive at the nickname, the perfect human. And that's because Aina Koji can do anything he wants. But therein lies the issue. If you are smart enough to see through anyone, no one and nothing is special, and life becomes pointless. 10 out of 10 comment, by the way, bro. We have to take into consideration that Aina Koji was consistently the eye of attention of the staff in the White Room and the pinnacle of hatred from his contemporaries. And that's why Aina Koji wants to exist in a normal classroom setting, blend in with a background, and experience everyday life. But as we will find out, this notion is much more idealistic than even Aina Koji realizes. And it's interesting to see how and why he contradicts himself. Instead of trying to fulfill his development, he is more interested in developing those around him so that one day he can actually have a challenge. It's a double-edged sword and a simple result of his freedom. Shackled in the White Room for his entire life, Aina Koji must balance his independence while staying grounded. Aina Koji right now is someone who doesn't have any allies. He hasn't made genuine connections with others, and he feels an emptiness that he can't even understand himself. This is the result of the sociopathic nature derived from the White Room. He's like Icarus given feathers of wax from his father. If he soars too high, he will reach the sun. And when you play with fire, you get burned.